Hey beautiful! Welcome back to my tarot channel. If this is your first time here, I'm Roya. I'm an intuitive tarot and oracle reader. Now my dear, I hope you're having an amazing day and everything is going fine with you. If today's not the best day, I'm sending you tons and tons and tons of positive energy, and I hope everything will be well soon. Now, guys, today I'm back with another pick a card reading, and today's pick a card reading is all about why will you choose your future spouse? What makes them so special to you? Yeah, my dear, let's see why you're gonna marry this person. So, what makes them so special that you want to be with them? What characteristics, or what is it about them that makes you fall in love with them? Now, as always, my dear, I have 3 piles you can choose from. And today I have cards and crystals for you guys. And by the way, I think the next video I will make for you guys will be the other way around. So it will be all about why they will choose you. So if there's something you would like to see, definitely let me know in the comment section below. And if I've already recorded this reading and you're watching this in the future, I'm going to also make sure to link it up there if you would like to watch it afterwards. Now, my dear, as always, please feel free to pause the video, or you can also meditate on the cards if you feel like you need a little bit more time to choose. You will find all the timestamps in the description box, but of course also in the comment section. And as always, my dear, please keep in mind that this is a general reading, so not everything may resonate with you. But yeah, having said that, let's begin. Hey pal one, welcome to your reading, my dear. Now let's see. Why will you choose your future spouse? What makes them so special to you? Now, my dear, first of all, I would like to get you one oracle card, archetype to be more specific, and then we will get you guys some tarot cards. So let's see, for my beautiful pal one, why will you choose your future spouse? Why will you choose them? Ooh, too many? I'm gonna go with one or two. If two comes out, that's okay, but not more than that. One or two cards. Why? Okay, one card. And we got the Virgin archetype, and it says maintaining symbolic purity of heart and spirit. All right, so wow, this is an incredible card to start this reading with because the energy in this card is incredible. All right, so let's come back to the question. For my dear pal one, why will you choose your future spouse? We have to start with this person's heart space. We have to start with their spirit, with their energy. This is a very kind person, my dear. This is someone who has maintained a pure heart, which is so difficult in the kind of world we're living in which life can be very, very harsh. And, you know, those experiences may affect us and how we see life, people, our heart space even, right? And they can make us become harsh or maybe not as receptive as we used to be. But what I find very interesting with this person, it's that your future spouse is someone who has a wide heart space and like it's wide open. And what I really find interesting is that this person's energy is love. When you get to know them, you will see that they have an energy about them which is so gentle, which is so kind and calming as well. Calming is another thing I'm receiving here. Calming and yeah, very, very likable. And I don't know why I feel like this person could actually be someone who One second, I'm receiving a message. Hmm. Yeah, this could be someone who's very. One second, you guys. Like, I'm getting so many messages. I'm so sorry. Um, okay, let me gather my thoughts. So, what I was about to say, but I'm getting distracted. So, what I was about to say is that this is someone who their energy feels very, very warm, very welcoming as well. And it is very easy for people to create a connection with them. Because this is the kind of person who makes even a stranger feel comfortable or feel not like a stranger. Sometimes we may meet people for the very first time and they make us feel so welcomed and they're so open. And it just makes us feel like, wow, as if we know this person for like a very long time, right? But it's because of how this person treats other people. They make you feel like you are a friend, you are a family member, even if you're not, even if you just met them, but the way they interact, the way they communicate, it's very beautiful. There is really no other way to say it. It's very beautiful. And this is something that you will love about your future spouse as well. That when you guys meet for the very first time, it will not feel like that. Of course, for some of you guys, maybe you already met them and you can describe your experience in the comment section. But for those of you guys who haven't met them yet, I really feel like one thing that's going to stand out so much about this person is that when you meet them, their welcoming energy, their warm energy, just it honestly feels like an embrace. And this is how this energy feels like for me as well. It feels like a love heart, like a deeply felt hug, okay? A hug that comes from the heart space. When we hug someone and we have so much love and respect for them, and when we hug them, it literally warms our heart space and it makes us feel calm and peaceful and just very, very happy. This is the kind of energy your future spouse carries. And coming back to the question why you will choose them, what makes them so special to you, this is definitely an aspect of it. Because this is a very special energy. This is someone who will make you feel special. That's another way to phrase it. And of course, this person, they protect themselves and they know what people are good for them and like what kind of people are not good for them. But it doesn't feel like they have such a guard up that you feel resistance or you feel like some kind of negativity coming from them. No, it doesn't feel like that. It feels actually the complete opposite. Even if this person and you aren't close to each other, they still show so much respect. They still approach everything in a very respectful manner and very understanding manner as well. Like you don't have to be this person's best friend for this person to respect you or I'm even hearing care about you. I feel like this is the kind of person who really wants the like good for everyone. They may also, this wouldn't surprise me at all if this person also would do some kind of voluntary work or something for their community to give something back, even if it's not just for their family and friends, even if it's to other strangers as well. They definitely love to be of service. This is something I'm getting. This person loves to be of service. And the reason for that is because, once again, their heart space, it fills them with joy, seeing that they can make a difference in other people's lives. It makes them happy to know that they can help. And I feel like this is something you will love about them as well, and something that will make them possibly marriage material as well, because you see what of a beautiful heart this person has, and they always like to help others. Also, you, not only others, but you as well. Maybe this is something you appreciate so much. You love this about their love language, that they don't just talk, they do. And this is something that's very important for you as well. All right, so this is all I'm getting from this oracle card. So let's get you guys some tarot cards. All right, so for my beautiful pile one, let's see. Why will you choose your future spouse? What do you need to know? Okay, the first card we have is the Three of Swords in reverse. I read reversals today, my dear, just for you guys to know. Another three, interesting, the Three of Pentacles this time. My goodness. The Hanged Man. Too many. Okay. We got the Sun. Excuse the cut, my dear. I had to pause the video for a second. So let's continue. For my beautiful pile. All right. We have the Hermit card. For my beautiful pile one card fell. We have the Judgment card. Let's continue. Okay. Three of Wands. And let's get you guys one last card. Okay. And we have the Eight of Pentacles. At the back of the deck, we have the Empress. All right. So for my beautiful pile one, let's see. What do you need to know? So why will you choose your future spouse? First of all, my dear, I'm getting a very interesting message coming through. Your future spouse will help you with something. It will be during maybe your dating phase that this thing will happen, but you will find yourself in a situation that it's not going to be pleasant. Maybe something in your personal life, or maybe there is just some kind of help and guidance you may need you may need to like go through something, or to manage something. And what I find very interesting is that your future spouse will be of such great help regarding this thing that you will go through. Now, it doesn't have to be anything like too big or too dramatic. As I said, it could be something such as maybe you need some guidance regarding a path you're on, maybe something regarding a career. For others, it could be maybe something more personal that happened, and you need some help with whatever is going through. I'm not getting something specific, so I guess that means that it can be a lot of different things for a lot of you guys. So yeah, but it's nothing you need to worry about like this. Like, no, things happen in life, and what's important in here is that, and why we're getting this message, because your future spouse will help you, and this will mean a lot to you. And this will also be another big reason why you will choose them, because you will see, wow, this person as a partner is someone so responsible and someone that wants to help. I can imagine myself to be with them, through the good times and through the bad times. And yeah, you're going to get a very good feeling from them. That's basically what I'm trying to explain in here. And something else that I find very interesting is that this person is someone who. One second. Yeah, okay. That's a very interesting message. They may sometimes have answers to certain things that you never like expected them to have. It's kind of like this person comes through with a lot of like surprises every now and then in a very positive way though. Like, for example, maybe there's something you're trying to figure out and you don't know anyone who may be knowledgeable about that or who may, give you some kind of advice. And then you may just casually talk about it with your future spouse without really expecting them to know anything about it or have some kind of solution. But then you will see them actually, yeah, coming through with whatever it is that you need. And it's a very beautiful surprise, because it shows that, like, for some reason, this person is giving me mysterious energy. I mean, it's not like when you get to, like, when you marry them that you don't know who they are. Of course you do. But still, it's kind of like it may take years to really understand all the different facets or like aspects of this person, and it's something very exciting. It's also something very fun because I feel like this person, they can adapt to a lot of different like situations and stuff like that. They're not too stern, and that's something you will also appreciate about them very, very much. One thing I have to say is that I definitely feel like you guys will, besides being lovers, also have a beautiful friendship with each other. And this friendship is very uplifting. I see you guys, I don't know why, but I see you guys also celebrating a lot with each other's friends. So you definitely are going to create a friend group that gets along with each other. I feel like you guys are going to emerge your friends and their friends together. Yeah, and kind of create a new circle. Like, for some reason, I feel like a lot of people, they will get along with each other very, very well. I have to mention that something about this energy feels very divinely orchestrated. I'm gonna put it out there, okay? So you see how it resonates with you. But that's definitely a message that I'm also receiving in here. Another thing I would like to say is that it's gonna be easy. It's gonna be easy to imagine a future with this person. It's kind of like, when you are with this person, things that may appear a little bit complicated, they're not. They're actually very easy to deal with or to go through. Like, sometimes we meet those people that make things easier because of maybe their outlook on life, because of, once again, how eager they are to help, or just their very beautiful energy or influence on us, right? And this is something I see with you guys as well. Yeah. Another thing I would like to say here as well is that I don't know why I'm receiving this message, but I'm seeing someone gifting someone else flowers. So maybe this is something you guys like. You love to receive flowers. Flowers have a beautiful meaning for you. It's something you love to have in your space, in your home, in your environment. Or this could also just like symbolically stand for your future spouse also loving to give gifts, or their love language also being gift giving. And this could be something that for some of you guys is also very important. Okay, maybe you love to get material things from a partner. For you, it is a form of their love language, and this may be something very important for you as well. If this is the case, then I definitely see the possibility being in here as well. There's one thing that stands out in your guys' energy, and it's that it really goes hand in hand with the previous messages I already got about, how your future spouse loves to help and how you're going to see them as someone who you can also go through tough times with. It's really coming full circle. It's one thing enjoying life when things are going good, right? But then something which can be very difficult is to still be optimistic or still stay hopeful when it comes to life, even when things are looking a little bit dark or a little bit shaky, right? And what I'm getting from this message here is that, once again, with your future spouse, even when you guys go through tough times together, they are this mountain for you. This mountain which is unshakable. I'm trying to explain it here through like metaphorical stuff because that's the best way to phrase this energy here. But for you, they are what's gonna hold you grounded. And even if you guys go through times in which there is not a lot of positivity, perhaps around at first glance, still you guys are not gonna lose your laugh, your smile. In fact, there is love encouragement in here, there is a lot of uplifting in here. I'm hearing things don't have to go smooth in order for us to still be happy, because there's still so much to be grateful for, so much to look forward to. So maybe this is something very important for you as well in a partner. You want to have a partner who you can go through also tough times with. Because of course it is easy to go through, people, like through life with them when everything is nice and sweet and easy. Maybe you yourselves, you have experienced a lot of hardship in life, and this is why this is so important for you to also have a partner who sticks around when things get like that, or when, duality of life, difficulties come, good times come, and so on. You also want to have someone in your life who, is gonna hold your hand when things look uncertain. If this is the case, then definitely this is your pal, because this is the kind of person who will not give up on you, on this connection, on whatever is happening around. They don't give up. Yeah. This is a fighter, someone who will continue. Another thing I would like to mention here is that you will have a lot of attraction towards this person. You will find them very beautiful, very handsome. Okay. That's another thing. So physical appearance or physical beauty could also be something very important for you as well. I only want one, please. Only one card. Okay. Ooh. All right. And we have shine. Interesting. At the back of the deck, know your worth. So let's see. Yeah. It's very interesting because that people say there's light at the end of the tunnel. I don't know why I thought about this. I really feel like, my dear pile one, this is the kind of person who will always, no matter how dark your environment becomes, they will be the light. They will shine bright, giving you hope, sharing positive and loving energy with you. Once again, do you remember? They're good spirits, okay? It will shine through, even in difficult times. And I feel like this is something that, of course, means a lot to you, right? I feel like you guys yourselves, you are warriors. You know, you have had your fair share of battles in life, and life hasn't been easy for you at all. Um, you always managed to go through, you always kept fighting, you never gave up. And honestly, you need someone in your life who can match this energy. You need someone in life who can match this incredible, yeah, fighter energy that you have. And your future spouse will. Honestly, power couple. That's the best way to phrase it. For me, this is a power couple coming together. So, my beautiful Palawan, this is all I have for you guys for today. As always, my dear, please feel free to let me know how you feel about this reading. And yeah, as always, if you haven't, I also invite you to subscribe to the channel, my dear. If you do, don't forget to hit the bell because otherwise you may not get notified when I upload a new pick a card or candle wax reading. And my dear, as always, if you would like to connect with me more on Instagram, I invite you there as well. My beautiful pal one, take care, my dear. Hey pal 2, welcome to your reading, my dear. Now let's see, why will you choose your future spouse? What do you need to know about it? Now, my dear, let's start straight away. First of all, I would like to get you one Oracle Archetype card. And yeah, then we will get you guys some more tarot cards. So let's see. My goodness. For my beautiful pile 2. Why will you choose your future spouse? Let's see. For my beautiful pile 2, why will you choose them? All right. Okay. We have the damsel, and the card says, understanding the nature of healthy romance inspires you to rely on yourself. Interesting. The first message, my dear, I'm getting here. Okay. This is for those of you guys who have been, well, actually, no, let me rephrase that. This is regarding any kind of relationship. I was about to say only for those of you guys who already have had romantic connections, but it doesn't only have to be romantic connections. You know, it can also be other kind of relationships we can have, right? With friends, with family, and stuff like that. Now, what am I talking about? Let me start. So, what I'm feeling for you guys is that maybe some of you guys, unfortunately, in the past, the people you've connected with, whether it's romantically or platonically, maybe sometimes you found yourself in some kind of toxic environments or relationships that weren't really the best for you. Maybe toxic patterns certain people had, or they put their guilt on you, just putting you down somehow, and honestly, taking your light a little bit away. Or if it's romantic connections, not being maybe as invested in it as you were. Once again, some kind of toxic traits I'm hearing. And you guys may know how, you know, toxic relationships look like, or you may have some experiences here, unfortunately. Once again, not only romantically, but platonically as well. Maybe family dynamics, or perhaps even friends, okay? Now, the message that I'm receiving here with Pal 2, with this card, is that when you meet your future spouse, when you get to know them, when you date them, one thing which will become pretty clear to you is that this is a healthy connection, okay? This is a healthy connection. And one second, let me see. Yeah, I received a message. Now, maybe some of you guys, you have had a lot of like negative connections in your life. So it is unfortunately like something special, you know, for you to be in a healthy relationship, or to find a partner who is not codependent, who is not for some reason I heard guilt tripping. So maybe this is something someone experienced. Just generally speaking, I really feel like this connection is going to show you guys how or what a healthy relationship looks like. And there is something very, yeah, there is also something very supportive in this energy. You guys support each other when it comes to, taking care of yourselves, when it comes to checking yourselves and, making sure that you are well balanced or you're well nurtured. Like, this is not only a healthy relationship, but it also encourages you guys to be healthy yourselves, on an emotional, mental, physical level. It's kind of like you guys always have, like, you care for each other, right? You have each other's backs, and you make sure that you always tell the other person to take care of themselves. I hope I can explain this here the best way possible, but I really feel like being in this connection, it's not only a healthy connection, but it also helps you guys to become more healthy overall, more well balanced as well. So, for example, maybe when you are in this connection, you guys are going to start doing something together which will enhance each other's well being. For example, eat more nutritious, or do certain activities that really help your overall, like, body. Or maybe you guys are gonna do certain, like, self work together that will always, or that will also, excuse me, that will also help you on a emotional level or mental level. But there's just something about that in here. I see you entering this relationship, and throughout the relationship becoming much more, I'm hearing, grounded. Definitely healing is another thing in here, okay? And just much more well, like your well-being. Wow. Which, this is so interesting because we started off this reading with messages regarding you guys having experienced toxicity in the past, right? In some kind of relationship. Once again, if it's not romantic, it may be platonic, but you know how this feels like. And it's interesting how, in comparison to those toxic energies you have, encountered in the past, you're bringing in a spouse who is the complete opposite. They encourage healthy and, yeah, well-being patterns. And in fact, I see you thrive in here. I see you glow in this connection. And it comes from a place of self-love. And that's another thing. I feel like this connection will also be a beautiful influence for your self-love journey. It will make you definitely take more time for yourself and for nurturing yourself. But this is what this relationship is all about. It's about nurturing yourself. Making sure that you're well. Making sure that you're healthy. Within this relationship, but also outside of it, in other areas of your life. Not only in this partnership. Okay, that's a very interesting first message. Now, let's continue. Let's see. For my beautiful pal 2, why will you choose your future spouse? What else do you need to know about the energies? Let's see. My goodness. All right. So, the first card we have is the Page of Cups. We also have the Queen of Wands. Page of Wands. All right. I love this deck. It's so colorful, right? Two of Wands. My goodness. Ooh, interesting. Page of Swords. We have 3 pages from all the 4 pages coming through. Interesting. the Emperor. And let's get you guys one last card. And we have the Knight of Wands in the reverse. All right. Oh my goodness, you guys. 1 second. The cards fell on the floor. Okay. And at the back of the deck, we have the Six of Wands. Okay. A lot of Wands energy, right? A lot of fire energy. Also, the Emperor indicates fire as well. Aries energy here. So that's very interesting. Now, let's see. That's interesting. We have fire and water because this is Scorpio and Cups energy is also water. All right. Anyways, so let's see. For my beautiful pile 2, why will you choose your future spouse? First of all, let me start with this. I really feel like truly you guys bring out the best in each other. I know it sounds very cheesy. I know that's something that we hear, but this is truly the energy of this reading. I already started with the fact that I see you guys encouraging each other to, live a more well-balanced life. But it's much more than that. It's also on a personal character level. You guys really encourage each other to be the best versions of yourself. And this is probably one of the most important messages for Pal 2, that this is the kind of connection in which both of you guys, you become your greatest versions together. Not only do you encourage it, not only do you support it, but you thrive together, okay? You raise together. And this is such a beautiful energy, you guys. I totally understand why you will choose your future spouse as your future spouse, because honestly, this person will be such a great partner, and so will you. And both of you guys coming together, you will be a great team to create a lot of wonderful things, not only for each other and for yourself, but for others as well. And what I find very interesting about this energy as well is that your passion, okay, it's going to be ignited and it's going to awaken. And I see you much more like colorful, okay, when it comes to your vibration, when it comes to honestly how you go about life. It's just that you will have much more energy. And I also see you emerging into much more things that make you happy, that make you feel joyful, that you see a purpose in or meaning in it. Maybe some of you guys, you feel like for a very long time you've given your energy to things or circumstances that didn't really mean anything to you, or you just felt like were meaningless. And it's very beautiful to see that. I see a version of yourself here that puts themselves in situations or in places that not only are very meaningful to you, but give you also so much back. So much joy. I don't know, you guys, do you have a dream or do you have some certain things that you're very passionate about? Because I honestly see you perhaps even stepping into those things at the time you will be with your future spouse. Not only not only do I see your future spouse being a great cheerleader of yours, okay? They will encourage you a lot, but they will also support you when it comes to following your heart, when it comes to following your dreams and wishes. And maybe this is where I'm getting this incredible energy coming from you. When we are doing something that is meaningful to us, when we're doing something that we're passionate about, we're just vibrating differently, right? I mean, life also feels very different. And it can very well be the case that you guys are gonna follow a lot of things or go after what feels right to you. Maybe right now you're a little bit unsure, or maybe even a little bit afraid. You're not that courageous yet when it comes to taking a certain step. For some of you guys, maybe you have started, or maybe you are on the path already. But for The majority I see, you may still hold a little bit back from certain dreams or wishes you have. And what I find very interesting is that with your future spouse, it's incredible how encouraging they are. And of course, certain things in our life, we have to go for them, right? It's our responsibility, it's something we have to do. But the kind of environment or the kind of people we surround ourselves with, they will have a huge influence as well on how we see ourselves, right? Through the belief or like through the things they expose us to or the things they tell us, it influences us. And when we are in an environment in which it's very supportive, it's very positive, it is very, I'm hearing motivating or inspiring, the way we see our own dreams is very different in comparison to being in an environment which feels very hopeless or very discouraging. People who maybe always just speak about the things you do wrong, who don't really believe in yourself, and yeah, who make you see yourself maybe not in the best light, right? It influences us 100%. Of course, at the end of the day, it will be our decision and we have free will, but those things influence us always. And what I'm seeing in here is that with your future spouse, you have an environment in which there are cheerleaders, okay, out there who support you. And this is what your future spouse does. They support you. And I feel like this will mean the world to you. I don't know whether for some of you guys, maybe you sometimes felt like you didn't really have support or people believing in you, but a big reason why you will choose your future spouse, it's because you feel like they have trust in you and they believe in you and they support you. Okay? Not only now, but also in the future. Your future spouse, there is also something very protective of them. So, excuse me, about them. So maybe they are very protective of you or of your guys's union, of the things that are important to you. Okay, and yeah, that may mean a lot to you as well. You know what's also very interesting? If you guys want to start something new, even if it comes out of the blue, but something which is very important to you, your future spouse will be very encouraging. Even if you are in the beginning in something, maybe if you're still a student or still a beginner, they will be very encouraging because everyone started at one point, right? You may not be there where you want to be, but even those people, like even the people who are where you want to be, they started as well, right? They were the beginner as well. Even the teacher at one point was the student. This is where we all start. And this is the kind of mindset of your future spouse. So if for some of you guys, you start to become interested in something, like for example, sometimes people put certain things they connect it to age or circumstances, and when you are not in that age or in that circumstance, people tend to discourage you. Let me give you guys an example. Let's just take an instrument, right? Of course, most people start with like being a child or a very young age when it comes to learning an instrument, because a child can learn those things very easy, even with languages, right? And sometimes when a person is older, some people may discourage them from learning a new language or from learning a new instrument, because they may say, well, you should have done those things when you were younger, or why do you want to start now? Like, you're not going to become a professional now, and stuff like that. It's too late for you, those kind of things. And sometimes we may want to do things just for ourselves, right? And I really feel like your future spouse is someone who's gonna encourage you, no matter how old you are. You want to learn a new instrument, they're gonna encourage you to do that, no matter how old you are. you want to learn a new language, all right, no matter the circumstance, because not everything is connected to age, right? But whatever the restrictions may be, and the kind of situation you're in, and whatever it is that you want to incorporate into your life, your future spouse, they're going to be very supportive of it. And this is something which will honestly warm your heart. It will make you so happy because life feels limitless with your future spouse, you know? Sometimes where people make something small like such a big deal with your future spouse, it feels like you guys, you make it work, okay? You make it work. You don't focus on the negative, on or on all the things that may be a no. You focus on the things that may be a yes. You stay realistic, but still you don't take yourself the beautiful gift of dreaming either. Wow. Okay, like a lot of energy here. And let me tell you one thing, your future spouse genuinely believes in you. They really believe in you and that you can make it. No matter whether we're talking here about a hobby or a business idea or whatever it may be, your future spouse sees you as someone, okay, Six of Wands here, who can succeed, who can become victorious. But of course, at the end of the day, it comes back to how we see ourselves, right? But the environment, as I said, we are surrounded by, it shapes, or it may also shape how we see ourselves. So let's see, for my beautiful pal, 2. One more card, please. Why will you choose your future spouse? Too many cards, 1 or 2 cards, but I would like to stay with only like 1. Okay, I'm gonna take this one. All right, we have relax. Yeah, this reminds me, this is a confirmation of the message I received in the beginning. You know, you guys always have each other's back, and you make sure to tell the other person to take care of themselves, to, you know, the well-being and stuff like that. And with the relax card being here, I really feel like your future spouse will always make sure that you are recharged, that you don't drain yourself, that you don't burn out. This is something very important to them. Maybe for some of you guys, you are very passionate about your work or about the things you would like to achieve in life. And it's kind of like, yes, of course, there are so many things that you want to go after, you want to do, and this is a wonderful thing, but always remember to recharge and to take care of yourself so you will have the, yeah, most energy to go after whatever it is that you want to go. And this is what your future spouse will see as a priority. And you will see how much they care about you. And this, of course, will also mean so much to you as for why you will choose them. So my beautiful pal 2, this is all I have for you guys for today. As always, my dear, please feel free to let me know how you feel about this reading. And yeah, my dear, as always, if you haven't, I also invite you to subscribe to the channel. If you do, my dear, don't forget to hit the bell, because otherwise you may not get notified when I upload and you pick a card or candle wax reading. And my dear, as always, if you would like to connect with me more on Instagram, I invite you there as well. My beautiful pal 2, take care, my dear. Hey pal 3, welcome to your reading, my dear. Now let's see. Why will you choose your future spouse, my dear? What makes them so special to you? What do you need to know about it? Now, my dear, first of all, I would like to get you guys one oracle card, and then we will dive a little bit deeper into the topic with some more tarot. So let's see, for my beautiful pal 3, why will you choose your future spouse? For my dear pal 3, let's see. Okay. Too many cards. I only want one card. Only one, please. Okay. We have the teacher archetype, and it says ability to communicate knowledge, experience, skill, or wisdom. All right, so for my beautiful pal 3, what do you need to know about your future spouse? Now, my dear, first of all, I would like to start with this. I feel like we could have some people in this pile who are very attracted towards people who are, like, who you can have a mental connection with, okay? You may be someone who loves when you have a partner who can teach you a lot of things, or someone who's very intelligent, knows a lot of things, is very smart as well, very wise. These are things that maybe make a person in your eyes very, very attractive. If this is the case, then this is definitely your pile here for sure. Because what I'm seeing is that your future spouse is someone who, there is just no other way to say it, like this card already says. They're very knowledgeable. And it could be the case that your future spouse gathered all those skills and knowledge through education, and afterwards, certain, like, maybe diplomas and stuff like that that they have gathered. Or it could also be the case that this is someone who loves to read and they're very knowledgeable about it. And yeah, I really feel like this is someone who, their mind is one that needs to be explored. Like when you have conversations with them about the most logical or even the most out there things, you will always engage in such a wonderful conversation, in such a wonderful space, like, to be. It's incredible. If you are the kind of people who like to be under the stars and, have conversations for hours about everything, you like to have discussions and just allow your mind to wander, allow your mind to just flow and just to explore, then this is definitely the right person for you. Excuse me, my dear. Excuse me. I apologize. So, I'm so sorry, pal 3. Oh my goodness. Okay. Ooh. So, let's continue. I really feel like you and this person, this will be the kind of connection which, let's just say, it's, I don't know, like Friday night, and you guys may be in the living room cuddling and stuff like that, and then you will just be in your own almost like sacred space. You will allow your mind drifting away, and you will just emerge in those like little worlds in which everything is possible when it comes to the topic, when it comes to maybe even just dreaming together. It's not only about speaking of things that are already there or are a reality, but also about things that maybe are fantasy, imagination, dreaming together. This is something so lighthearted that, as adults, we sometimes forgot, right? We forgot how to do that because we're so focused on all the things that are and all the seriousness and stuff like that, that we forget that it's also nurturing to, allow our imagination to wander, to just dream, just because, not to get something out of it or so. No, just to allow our mind to play. This is something I see you guys doing here a lot as well. I also feel like you guys will travel, or you may travel as well to a lot of different places, because I feel like there is an adventure attached to this. You guys not only go on adventures when it comes to your conversations and, dreaming together and stuff like that, but you also literally go on adventures together when it comes to, Yeah, traveling, also once again expanding your horizon, expanding your knowledge through diving into different cultures and, seeing the world from other people's eyes, from other people's views, perception. I feel like you guys are gonna grow together a lot through that. Definitely. And it's and one thing I find so beautiful about your future spouse as well is that, as I said, I definitely feel like your future spouse is someone who has gathered a certain amount of experience in life, knowledge. They are very wise, they're very skilled, and they may also be very well educated, or they've maybe done some kind of training in which they've gathered some kind of skills. But regardless of all that, your future spouse, they still see themselves as the student. Yes, we have the teacher archetype here, but I feel like this is more so how other people see this person. They see them as a great teacher, not to say that this is their work. I mean, for some, could be, but this is more so about the archetype, that they're embodying. A lot of people respect this person for all the things that they've gathered for themselves, and it makes people look up to them, the same way you would look up to a teacher who is very knowledgeable, who has a lot of information, or who is very wise, like a mentor. And even though this is how people see this person, I really feel like the way this person sees themselves is as a student. And the reason for that is because I'm hearing there is never enough to know. This person will always be the curious student, no matter how old they are, no matter how much information they've gathered. They always see themselves as a student, because only when you see yourself as a student, you acknowledge that there is so much more to learn. And this is what I'm seeing for them as well. I heard, I know that I don't know anything. Yes, that's the right mindset, to always stay curious and always, yeah, have a thirst for more knowledge and more to explore, right? Now, my dear, let's start with the tarot cards. Let's see what else we can get about, yeah, why you will choose your future spouse. Oops. My dear pile, excuse me, three. Did I say another pal number? I'm not quite sure. Maybe I called you guys another pal number. But of course, I mean pal 3. Sometimes I'm like very concentrated that I accidentally call you guys another pal. So excuse me if I've done that. But my dear pal 3, let's see. Why will you choose your future spouse? What else do you need to know about it? Okay. Too many. Only one or two, please. Okay, we have one card. Look at that, the world card. Yeah, I already got the world card energy coming through. Five of Wands. The Five of Cups turned over. And we have the Awakening card. 5-5 here, interesting. Knight of Pentacles. The Nine of Swords. King of Wands turned over. One more card, please. All right, and we have the Eight of Cups here. At the back of the deck, oh, look at that. Four of Wands. All right. So for my beautiful pile three, what else do you need to know about your future spouse and about why you will choose them? I'm getting quite a lot of information coming through actually. So, first of all, let me go back to the message. I'm getting a confirmation. So, I talked about the traveling aspect, right? And it's coming through for me again. So, you guys will definitely explore a lot of things. And this maybe is something that you love about the relationship that you have with your future spouse, that together there is so much room, there is so much space to explore, to be curious together, and to just emerge into, different worlds, into different spaces. And your future spouse is someone who doesn't judge, like, and this could be something that you also have. You're also someone who doesn't judge people just from the beginning. You are very accepting, you're very open-minded, and you love this about your future spouse as well, that they're very similar to you, and that both of you guys together can emerge into so many new things without being judgmental or without having certain like thoughts that could come on the way. No, you allow yourselves to be open, and this also gives you guys so much. I'm getting literally like expansion, huge expansion coming through. Another thing I would like to mention is that another thing you love about your future spouse, which will also be a huge thing for you as for why you will choose them, is the kind of stability that they are embodying. Well, it starts with your connection, really. I feel like you love that with your future spouse, like this connection you guys have. It feels so stable, it feels so secure, and it may be something that maybe in the past you maybe missed a little bit, or it was something that you desired, but you may have found yourself in circumstances or situations, maybe even in relationships that felt a little bit insecure or not that stable. Like, let's relate it to love. Maybe for some of you guys, you desired um, a stable connection, but unfortunately, what you got was something casual or not quite what you were looking for. And something that you're gonna love about your future spouse so much is that they're so serious about this connection, about you, and about relationships. And maybe this is something you love. You love to be with someone who takes relationships serious. Of course, there is always this fun element to it, which we have also seen coming through with you guys already. There is a lot of playful energy in your guys' energy as well. But when it comes to taking a relationship serious, this is important for you for sure. And another thing I am seeing here is that yeah, okay. I feel like you and your future spouse have energies which at first glance are almost like the opposite, but you guys make them work out so beautiful. So for example, one of you guys may, and this is just an example, it doesn't have to resonate, but let's just say one of you guys is the water energy, the other is the fire. Fire and water are not very that known to work together. They are like duality. They're what is the word for it, like the English word? I forgot it. It starts with P. Polarities. Polarities, yeah. So there could be some kind of difference in here, but you guys make it work. Like, you guys bring the energies together and you make it work out so beautiful. And look at that, you guys. We can see the Five of Cups, and I'm just talking about the illustration in here. And it's almost like, I don't know if you can see it. Let me zoom in a little bit. This woman is like holding the water in her hands, literally. She has a firm grip on it. And then we see the King of Wands is also holding the fire. So one person is holding the water, the other is the fire. And once again, it doesn't have to be connected to your guys' zodiac signs and stuff like that. I'm just talking here about the energy. And most importantly, this is metaphorically speaking. So both of you guys may come through with a different energy. However, you come together and look at how beautiful you make the things grow, okay? Two different rivers, two different waters, two different elements, but which is very interesting. It's also symbolized here by those people holding them, right, in their hands, whether it's the fire or it comes out of it, whether fire or water. And then here we see two people holding each other's hands, so they make it work. You know, even if both are in a different element, they make something beautiful out of it. They grow something beautiful together. And this is basically what I'm seeing with you guys as well. Now, of course, this polarity could be expressed in a lot of different ways for you guys because we have different scenarios for every and each one of you. But the main point in here is that you guys will make it not only work, but you actually will create something so beautiful out of those differences. And this is something you're gonna love about your future spouse as well. You love the difference that they bring to the table. You love that maybe on a certain level they are not like you or there is some kind of difference. You love it. Because it also allows you to expand your experience, to expand your horizon. Okay? What I also find very interesting is that you guys got the Four of Wands, and the Four of Wands, of course, is the marriage card, at least for me. It's the marriage card for me in the tarot. And the Four of Wands sometimes can also give me the home pile energy. Now, if you have been watching my videos for some time, definitely let me know if you know what I mean by home pile. Yeah, you know what? Go with an emoji house. Let me know in the comment section below if you know what I'm talking about. But this is definitely my home pile here. I really feel like when you meet your future spouse, they're gonna feel like home. They're gonna feel like home to you. You're gonna feel like home to them. You guys are gonna also together create a beautiful home environment with each other. It's honestly, I'm hearing it's where I belong. So you're gonna feel like you guys belong together. Honestly, you guys, I'm just gonna say it. This is a spiritual connection. This, I'm hearing twin flame for a lot of you guys, but of course, take it how it resonates, okay? Not everyone may believe in those concepts, but I'm hearing twin flame and also soulmate. High level romantic soulmate. For sure. And when you guys come together, now let's go back to the question why you will choose your future spouse. I mean, we already got a lot of different messages coming through as for why, but honestly, in addition to all those things, this connection, the spiritual connection, like you guys don't need any of those previous connections previous examples I've talked about, because the foundation of everything is the spiritual connection. You're going to choose your future spouse because, okay, I heard because they're the one for you. Of course, that can mean a lot of different things for a lot of you guys, but they are this spiritual counterpart to you, and this is why you will choose them. In addition to that, yes, we also got a lot of different messages coming through already, but this is really the most powerful one, or the most important, I guess, reason. Okay. And we have the Go Wild. Yes, this is a beautiful card. It's also full moon energy, which is also very interesting. But you know what I heard when I received the message, like, go wild? This is the playfulness I've been talking about. You guys can go wild with each other. Like, you can go wild together, you can be playful together. Things don't have to make sense. It's all about enjoyment, it's all about coming together, expressing yourselves, exploring, going on adventures. This is such a wonderful, wonderful connection, you guys. Let me tell you one thing, you will enjoy this connection so, so much. Of course, there's also, I'm getting a serious area when it comes to especially the spiritual connection. There could, for example, be a purpose attached to it. Something you both agreed to before incarnating that you guys would go for in this lifetime. But in addition to that, there's still this like playfulness here, which is very important. And yeah, you guys definitely keep this alive. Very beautiful. And this could be something that you deeply also desire in a connection. You want to have fun, you want to be playful. Yes, you're adults, but still, you still want to keep your inner child alive. And you would love to do that with a partner, with someone else's inner child, right? So, my beautiful pal 3, this is all I have for you guys for today. As always, my dear, please feel free to let me know how you feel about this reading. And as always, my dear, if you haven't, of course, I also invite you to subscribe to the channel. If you do, my dear, don't forget to hit the bell because otherwise you may not get notified when I upload and you pick a card or candle wax reading. And my dear, as always, if you would like to connect with me more on Instagram, I invite you there as well. My beautiful pal 3. Take care, my dear.